Guys, I literally used to weigh 140 pounds. Like, I was pretty skinny and I was 5'9", so I literally looked like a twig. Um, Pretty embarrassing, but that was a long time ago. That's besides the fact. I was actually able to put on tons of size over the years. If I can pull this up for you guys, I used to be pretty fat too, on top of like being skinny. I went from skinny to big, or I went from skinny to like decently big, but then I ended up getting really fat too. Like, if you guys look at this photo, that's the top, it's the second row. It's like right there in the center of the screen where my face should be. I used to be pretty fat as well too, and I was able to lose weight using the specific training method that I now teach. And I was able to gain weight and put on some really decent size and muscle as well too. So that's exactly what this video is about. We're going to talk about the blueprint that I use to achieve this exact physique, and how I now use this blueprint to teach other guys how to achieve the exact same thing as well too. I did all of it. I'm putting on shades because my key light's super bright, and it honestly has been giving me a headache all morning. I have used this exact blueprint to go from 140 rather, to 185 pounds completely naturally, completely drug-free, no steroids. And now, like I said, I teach guys how to do the same exact thing. So if you guys want to learn how I did it, it's super simple. It's not really rocket science. I make it super easy for you guys. Basically, I train only 2 times per week. And for a lot of you guys, that seems like it's crazy. Like, to working out 2 times a week is not significant at all. But to be honest, that's exactly what I did. And the reason why it works is because focusing on your recovery is actually super important, super essential as a natural lifter. You need way more time to recover compared to these guys who are on gear, these guys who are on steroids, who teach what works for them, when in most cases what they teach isn't going to work for you if you're a natural lifter like yourself, like myself, like guys that I teach. We need a different type of training. We need different amounts of recovery. Nutrition, for the most part, is almost pretty similar, almost identical, but everything else is completely different. Like, guys, you need plenty of time to recover, because once you're on steroids, you can recover on a day-to-day basis. It's super easy, it's super fast. But as a natural, the industry like kind of strength standard is that your muscles need about 48 hours or like 2 days in between workouts in order to properly recover. Now, is there some ways that we can like speed up that process? Yes, there is. That's included in my program, but that's besides the point. Another thing is that, well, if I'm talking about the blueprint, like if I'm talking about the blueprint of how I made this happen, it was working out twice a week, training full body, training hard, training intense. Another thing I focused on was prioritizing my recovery, prioritizing my consistency as well too. So I was making sure that I didn't skip any workouts. I hit every single workout during the entire year. And the other thing too is that if you only train 2 times a week, like, it's super easy to not skip your workouts. Like, it was really, really rare that I skipped a workout. And even if I did, I just made up for it by doing that workout later in the day, or by doing it the following day. So there's always a way to make it work. There's always a way to bounce back if you skip a workout. The other thing I did was that I tracked progress like religiously. Like, I was implementing progressive overload, and I was making sure that no matter what, I was always tracking my lifts, always tracking my progression in order to make sure that I was gaining muscle or gaining strength. Because typically if you gain strength and you pair that with correct nutrition in the kitchen, like with enough calories, enough protein, it's impossible for you not to grow. Another thing I did was I avoided some common hard gainer mistakes. Those are things like not tracking my calories. Those are things like just working out to get a pump, like not actually implementing progressive overload. Those are things like doing silly exercises that didn't apply to like my goals for my physique. Like, if you're trying to build muscle, like you're trying to build big shoulders or a big chest or something, it doesn't really make sense to pull out the agility ladder and start training like a football player, right? Like, it doesn't make sense to do box jumps if you're trying to have big shoulders. Like, don't train like an athlete who's trying to increase their vertical or increase their agility. It makes more sense, if you want big shoulders, to train shoulder press. If you want a big chest or a big bench press, then train bench press. Like, all I do is I teach people how to be absolutely logical with what they're thinking, logical with their reasoning and their programming behind the routines. I teach people how to implement it. I teach people how to do it as simply, as easily as possible. Same thing goes for the kitchen, you guys. I just ate like a plate of ground beef this morning. Like, it's not the most fun. It's not the most entertaining or engaging or best tasting food. I don't teach my guys to, let me move my mic. Sorry, that's probably loud. I don't teach my guys to like only eat ground beef in the kitchen. I just do that for myself because it's easy and I want bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness. I want all of it to be as easy as possible. I just bulk cook a bunch of like I batch cook a bunch of ground beef and I just freeze it. Like people make it so hard and they make it like so complicated when it's really not rocket science, guys. Like hit your calories every day, hit your protein every day, hit your 2 workouts for the week, train hard, implement progressive overload, get 8 hours of sleep, drink a gallon of water. Guys, it's really not rocket science. Like I promise if you start doing these things and start uncomplicating things, like you can really achieve significant results as a natural lifter. Like there's no reason for you to stay skinny, stay weak, stay small for the rest of your life. Like this method works. I've been running this program for 8 years now, completely drug free. And I fuck around like a lot. Like I've taken breaks off of from the gym for as long as like a year. Half the year I don't even track my calories properly because I'm lazy. But the rest of the time when I dial it in, I lock in, I focus on the gym, I focus on my nutrition. Training twice a week and implementing these things really allows me to like see significant results. So hopefully that kind of helps you guys out a little bit. I don't want this video to be too long, but if you guys are looking for like the actual complete roadmap, I teach all this like in like thorough, deep details if you guys want it. If you guys just want to stick around for the like broad overview YouTube videos, that's totally fine too. But if you guys are skinny, natty guys, you guys are under 30, you're trying to build drug-free muscle with just 2 workouts per week, you are literally my target demographic. And this school community was literally created exactly for you. So if you do want to check it out, I'll put the link in the description for you. That way you can check it out totally free. Would love to have you join. Peace out, you guys. See you in the next video. Oh, and stop turning this into rocket science, guys. Just make it simple, make it easy. Peace out.